at halftime and give us an effort that no one's seen before. And that's what they did. Special teams is how we built this program. Special teams gives us, another state championship.
Coach, can you kind of go over what happened this morning with the whole bus situation?
So, we haven't had much. I think the players can attest to this. Any itinerary we've had in 2021 has never held up. I always tell Coach Monica, good thing you retired, because this would have drove him insane. Somebody was every minute was playing. It started out obviously with Ida and whatnot, but as early as today, we had 3 charter buses to travel to the state championship. Those charter buses were gridlocked on I-10, on their way to get us stuck at mile marker 215. Not very far from the Place, but stuck. So, plan B, which we didn't have a plan B, but we created one. We took the top 35 players. We loaded the one school bus that we do have at St. Charles Catholic. One of my coaches drove it. And then I really thought at that point that at some point the charter buses would break through and pick up the rest of the team. Well, that just didn't happen. I don't know what time that thing ended up opening up. So before you know it, we had the carpool here like Little League. We had 65 players. We had parents and coaches and friends of the family finding a way to get them here. And blessed that all of them got here safely. All of them got here in time for the football game. But for our kids, they just never wavered through all of this stuff. Through Ida, and I think taught them so much how to deal with adversity and realizing how quickly something can get taken away from you. And they've just been phenomenal all year, and nothing, they've had no panic all year. And that's why I felt confident at the end. I wasn't afraid to punt and let the defense play, and I felt like if we could make them punt, we'd have an opportunity to either block it or be in Carter Chauvin's range to get a game-winning field goal. And it's been that type of year.
3 years in a row, you went against them, Coach. It seemed like, and I really said it myself, familiarity for you guys against this team. And it seemed like that experience really prepared you as a first-year coach against LCA. And it showed today, especially what a difference makes way the defense played last season to this year and how you slow down LCA this time.
Well, I think that's right. We feel this about ourselves. Until you play LCA, you really don't know what you're getting into. The film doesn't do them justice, in my opinion. And we kind of got that happened in 2019, and they were extremely good, and so were we. And they kind of took over, and we were on our heels. And then last year, the game couldn't have started any worse. But we hung on and had a chance to win in the end. And we knew that was the type of game that we had to win. I was not naive to think that when we were up 14-0 that this thing was about to get away and we were going to walk away easily. I was disappointed because I think some of our kids kind of did at one point. And then next thing you know, we were kind of battling for our lives. But we had great composure. Coach Monica prepared me. I'm so blessed that, before I took over in the baseball job, I had 10 years under someone. Before I took over this job, I had 17 years under someone. I've never just wanted to be a head coach. I wanted to be prepared, and as well prepared as I thought I was. I was not prepared for Ida. I was not prepared for those type of bus situations. Although he always did teach me the most nerve-wracking thing is buses on game day, and he's been right. So I do think you're right. The familiarity between both teams, we know each other. I said this last with Ed on Thursday. I think it's a rivalry. It's a clean rivalry. Both teams really respect one another. It's not a dirty game. It's 2 physical teams. You saw after the game the mutual respect between the 2 teams. I think they're a great program, and they're just getting started, and I hope the same for us.
Hey Kyle, can you talk about your defense and special teams? Stepped up big time to help your offense out. Talk about how it was a full team game for y'all today.
Well, during practice, we all just make sure we stay up with each other and pick each other like brothers up. So that really helped us through the game, because whenever we get down, we just make sure we keep each other's backs.
You guys blocked 2 punts, and then that snap. You recovered for the touchdown?
Yes, sir.
Can you kind of describe everything you saw on that play, before the snap and everything?
Yeah, before that play, I was telling all of my teammates that was on the field we need to block this punt, because we need to do this for our brothers. Going back to what I was saying, and when I saw the ball just hand out, I was like, this is my opportunity to like help my brothers out, do this for them.
Then, you blocked the punt as well. You guys are so known for defense, but you kind of described the impact that special teams really have today with the blocks, field goals, and everything else.
But you know, special teams, we really make sure we work on them because like that's part of our strongest part of the defense, you know, for the team. And we just make sure like get everything done right.
Also knew winning this game was gonna have to be big on special teams because they're a good offense and good defense, so that's what we're good on special teams.
This is a question all three of you can answer, or one of you guys can answer it. You only have one clean game jersey this year from the Hurricane building. 70% of you aren't even in your own beds yet. Truly, just what does it mean to get a win like this, given the year you all have had?
For me, this has been my last one since I was 5. So to lose to the same team 2 times in a row,